Jodie, on Tuesday we held the Fans Forum, which was your first chance to properly meet the fans face to face. For those that couldn't make it, could you summarise what questions or concerns were fired your way?
Well, first of all, it was a really good night. It was good to meet everybody, especially some of the supporters that have been here for the last 20, 30 years and been through all the ups and downs. So it was really nice to meet them. They gave us a good welcome, which was also nice. The general sort of consensus was, what's the targets? What are we trying to achieve? Have the club kind of accepted that we're going to struggle, or are we trying to rebuild and get out of that? How long will that rebuilding process take? What is the process and how do we go about that? What are the difficulties? What are the stumbling blocks? Could it happen faster than it's happening? What are our feelings of the current group? Who do we see having a long-term future here? Who do we see not having such a long-term future here? And what do we expect to achieve over the short term and then the slightly longer term? All good questions, all reasonable. Tried to answer them as honestly as I could, and I think the evening went well, and I hope it plays a part, and it's only the start, but I hope it plays a part in bringing the team, the staff and the supporters closer together.
Looking at the current squad, what news can you give us on any injuries, players currently out on loan, and also the new additions?
Yeah, so we've got a few issues going into Saturday. Michael Chambers is only 50-50 after his collision last weekend. Will be a big miss for us, obviously, if we go into the game without Michael, dominant centre-half. So we're hoping to get some good news on that. Denilson Carvalho's taken a knock on his Achilles on Tuesday in training. So we're being careful with that at the moment, but again, we're hoping that that's all right. Norman Wabo trained for the first time on Tuesday, trained again tonight, so there's a possibility that we could be including him sooner rather than later. Apart from that, we're close to a full bill of health. With regards to the boys out on loan, Darren Foxley played last week against Lewis for Bishop Stortford, came on for the last 15 minutes. Hopefully he'll get more minutes again this weekend for Bishop Stortford. We have Frank Sutherland. He's going to leave us for the remainder of the season. He's going to be joining Farnborough in the Southern Premier League. We've managed to bring in a few additions. Toby King from West Brom, young midfielder, exciting addition for us. Really good energy levels, good passer of football, good game understanding. Featured for their first team this season against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, and he comes here really positive. He's trained with us tonight. Great attitude. Really wants to be part of it. He's desperate to play competitive football. His family are local family, so this is a great fit for him, and we're really pleased to have him. We've managed to sign Josh Smile from Maidenhead on loan, initially on a 1 month. Providing he stays fit, we'd love to prolong it as well. Really good player that we believe in. Again, tenacious midfielder, but he's also got a lot of quality when we can get him on the ball in the right areas, so we're pleased to have him on board. Finley Lovett, as you announced earlier in the week, we've brought in young forward from Bromley, scoring a lot of goals for Bromley's 23s and comes highly recommended. We've watched as much as we can of him. It's not easy to get to Bromley's 23s games, but a lot of people have recommended him highly to us. We've seen the footage, we've brought him in. He's going to offer competition to our front players. And then we're delighted tonight to have managed to secure the services of Shaquille Colfrest. It's been our main target ever since coming in, to bring in a proven forward. Shaq's got a Football League pedigree, certainly a lot of National League experience as well. We bring him in and he'll definitely add experience and firepower to our front line. Great news midweek. I keep in touch with the manager over at Hullbridge, where we've got Henry Lacumbo and Gabby. Henry's been doing well at the back for them. They're really pleased with him. He's played on the left and the right of their centre-back pairing, so he's getting plenty of opportunity to develop. And Gabby's grown, and he got a goal for him the other night in the game against Cray Valley. And again, having spoke to Gabby, he's really enjoying his loan period, feels that he's pushing him on to where he needs to be. So yeah, the feedback's very good from the clubs and the feedback's very good from the players. So as I've said time and time again, if we can close that gap between the 23s and the first team, these boys will be ready to come in and play their part for us at first team level as well.
You've had a chance now to properly assess the defeat against Hungerford. What are your thoughts looking back at it?
Obviously Saturday I was really frustrated. The scoreline's always going to frustrate any manager, and coming in at half-time 3-0 down was disappointing. But getting the chance to watch the game back and reflect on it and draw positives from it. Some of our play in possession was very, very good. Defensively, second half, we were really well organised, much more compact, far less space between our front players and our defence. Picking up a lot of second balls, a lot of turnovers, starting counter-attacks. So there was lots of positives, but the outstanding negative was conceding 4 goals against a very good team, who are very good at what they do. Caused us lots of problems, and we have to learn from that. But moving forward now, I've got to look at the positive elements of the performance, and the possession that we had for the entire second half and lots of the first half was pleasing. But we need to speed up and be a little bit more clinical in that final third, and we'll be hoping to do that at Chippenham.
Yeah, this weekend we are away to Chippenham. They got a decent result against Dartford last time out and sit 8 places above us in 13th. Can you give us a preview for that one?
It's going to be a really tough game. But you know they've had some difficult times of late. But the result on Saturday is a very, very good one. They beat Braintree, or drew with Braintree the week before, last sort of 20-second equaliser for Braintree, so they would have had that disappointment. But the 3-3 at Dartford probably is a game they didn't expect to take points from. They look a good side. They get width, they get crosses in. The front boys press well, make it hard to play out from the back. They've got the 10 playing behind those front 2 that we can't afford to give him lots of time and space. He'll cause us problems, but you know, every team in this league is tough. That's why you see the results you see, like Hemel, second from bottom, beat Hungerford Tuesday night. So it just shows anyone can beat anyone. That's the level that the league is. It's a very highly contested division, and we'll be prepared. We fully respect Chippenham. We've got our ideas of how to go there and try and get something out of the game, but so will they have. And I know they've made some additions this week as well. So it will be an exciting prospect, but it's a game we know that where we are in the league, we know what we've got to start doing. We know we've got to put points on the board, and we'll be going there extremely determined to give a good display to what I understand is going to be a good following for us on Saturday.